not expect this at all.
He finds a forest, and that's it. Ryan Brown Dewan is your world champion. Congratulations to Jensen.
I've been doing this for 20 years. It's been a lot of time and a lot of hard work.
And then buy it back and do it again to try to work through this aerial.
Right.
I mean, that's a long-term, sketchy game plan, but
because your colors are open. It's not a problem of the colors, but it's a problem of not having the removal spells in those packs. Now, if that's whether somebody's taking them or if they're just not there, it doesn't really matter at this stage.
A statement from Wizards of the Coast that I'm going to read out word for word to you now. Early this morning, Gerry Thompson announced his intention to not participate in the Magic the Gathering World Championship. While we wish this were not the case, we respect his desire to make his voice heard. Many of his criticisms are aimed at areas we are actively working to improve. Pro player consultants are working directly with us to shape and mould the Pro Club. 2 additional Pro Tours a year raises the overall prize pool. And commentators like Paul Cheon and Simon Gertzen are seasoned pros who provide engaging commentary. This weekend, we'll celebrate the amazing competitors in Las Vegas and crown the 2017 to 2018 Pro Team Series champion and 2018 Magic the Gathering World Champion. There's still room to grow, and this is going to be a big year as we continue to improve Pro Magic in 2019.
I think it's because of opt. Like, I think he's really thinking, okay, well, I'll just use my opt to find, the things that I need or whatever.
That's fair. But he does have just a lot of stuff to do with his mana too.
Utilize well as a skittering surveyor. Now that doesn't sound like a super great pick, like a bomb rare or anything like that, but he has an issue with his curve and he wants to hit his land drop. So skittering any kind of, I think that's even and
wow, skittering surveyor getting it done. I love that card.
For Owen. He knows he's waiting to die, but, Owen's not the type to concede.
Right.
Has a copy of the Eldest Reborn in hand. That a great source of all sorts of card advantage as it gradually strips cards from hand, creatures from the battlefield, and ultimately gets back a creature in some fashion.
What's next from the deck of many questions?
All right, here we've got a silly one. Is pineapple an acceptable topping on pizza, yes or no?
Wait. You understand how important getting this right is, don't you?
I do. I'm actually afraid to answer this question because regardless of my answer, I believe I'm going to get eviscerated. But I'm going to say the answer is no, it is unacceptable.
Ooh. Yes, you good. Well done. That is correct.
Thank you.
It's true. It's clearly not.
that's a real problem.
Even just something like a Dragon Skull Summit would be terrific here, enabling Kowalski to play those disruptive options. But, the opposite is is happening here for Dominguez.
Yeah, Dominguez is faking strength now. He's like, I got this 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop start. I'm going to play some more good cards.
Yep.
Wait a second.
I think another land off the top here for Dominguez, so it is feast and famine for both. Phoenix getting across for 4. I got that one right.
What is going on here?
Just mono nothing. It's the mono nothing mirror. Now here's Khan, Sign of Urza. That's a better one from Dominguez off the top. You see him immediately push up at 2 more lands off the top. This guy just cannot get a break. Oh, poor old Javier, mate. He's just boarded in 10 extra lands. Rough stuff here for the Spaniard as we go back to Kowalski now. Can he find the land that he needs? He can't.
Again, we're going to look at everyone's draft, but unlike Magic Online, and this is relatively new, this is in the last year or so, the drafts are not in the pod. When you play online, it doesn't matter whether you just pass a great card that isn't in your colors. You're never going to play against it.
Right.
But here, everyone is looking around the other 7, going, well, if I don't take this, you are going to make 4/1/1s against me for 6 mana, or whatever it is. And it looked certainly in the room.
It's not a clear-cut choice, I think. It's one of these things, yeah, where you kind of want to get your 3/1 onto the battlefield, because that's kind of the most important thing. And then, whether you counter or not, the information that Sigrist gains from seeing your hand is actually not that big.
Now, important to note here, Sigris can't change modes on the Doomfall just because there's a creature in play. It's locked in when you cast the spell, and now we see the Wizard's Retort cast for just 2 mana. The Nimble Obstructionist is a wizard, a bird wizard. The Unseen University takes all comers.
So Yuko Hero got his mana reduction there.
For all the good it did him, as we see Curious Obsession on the Nimble Obstructionist. Oh, and another one off the top. Look at that. Build your own divination. Get it done. Muldrifter comes across for 3 now, or for 5. What am I talking about? He gets +1/+1, as if that weren't good enough, Simon. Walking Ballista off the top as well. Get that one down for 2.
His strengths are very easy to see every time you watch him play. He's super sharp, he's fast, pays attention at everything, and I would say that he...
$102,000 to the winning team, $51,000 for runner-up, and then in the main event itself, the World Championship, $100,000 US goes to the winner, $50K for second, and even just for turning up, $2,500, and that is the shape of our World Championship here.
Well, you've said it, Rich. We've got some of the best players in the world here in the building this weekend. I'm so excited.